Hello, everyone, and welcome back to round one back nine action of the 2023 Played Again Sports Jonesboro Open, powered by Prodigy Discs. Jeremy Koling, Paul Ulibarri, and we have some hungry hippos on this card. They're out there gobbling birdies by the bunches.
Hippos eat birds.
I don't know. They're just hungry, dude. They're out there hungry.
They'll eat anything.
Look at that. You see any red on that scorecard? I don't. I see six
That's
unders.
Crazy.
And then Kevin Jones, man, tough front nine, 5 under. Boy. Now everyone's on pace to shoot a really solid round. Back nine's gettable. People are out there getting it right now as we speak.
Like hungry hippos.
Hungry hippos. That's a game I don't know if kids know about. Either way, on to hole 10, par 3, 360 feet. The play is going to be a backhand with a straight disc, probably fairway driver, and it hits this hillside and it just banks right. It just happens every single time. You see people do this all the time. The forehand play is great. It also can get a little fast on this slope. It can get away from the pin. It can even roll, skip, so on and so forth. But I would imagine we're going to see probably 3 backhands and 1 forehand.
I'm guessing that was the forehand guy.
I was thinking Kevin would do a forehand, but now I'm thinking we're going to see 4 backhands. Pretty straight considering how this hole really likes to Anheuser these people's straight backhand drivers.
Jump butt Jones, you know where that thing's heading.
Yep.
This needs to go. Same spot. I like that.
No,
though.
that's great. That's great.
Well, I like that for us because we get to see cool putts.
Maybe slow down a little bit. Yeah, oh boy.
I never like to see just park jobs.
Me neither.
Unless it's like
You really didn't like Väinö's front nine because he was just
No.
parking holes left and right.
boring.
Look how good this is shaped. Väinö. Oh, dang. Just not hitting low enough on the hillside.
See, and this is just a little too far.
Yeah, so it's not exciting either.
No.
Yeah, I agree with you. For the entertainment value, Väinö's really got to start making some changes to his game.
But this guy.
Draw metal from everywhere. Kevin is on fire. Jump putt Jones delivering.
Man, how many is that already?
It's 5 in a row.
No, I mean jump putts.
Oh.
3? 3. Yeah. Can eagle match?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stayed up. It looked a little low from that angle, and then it just kind of stayed up.
Steady, steady, steady. Eagle, 7 under. Really in a groove right now. I don't think Calvin has missed metal for birdie yet. He's missed 4 holes, but I'm pretty sure each one has been close to going in. So that's nice. But a couple pars in a row, that'll...
Kind of an unlucky break to get that far.
Yeah,
Past that
I think he
off.
probably thought he just pimped that drive. But that's the way that hole goes, man. It can get so fast if you don't get that disc on the right height plane.
Yeah.
You should look to correct that on one of the easier holes in the course, hole 11, par 4. Just a backhand driver down the hill, probably a fairway driver for these guys, and then setting yourself up for a little dogleg left and dogleg right action. As you can see here with this map on the right side of your screen, pretty much shows the hole perfectly. Kevin Jones likes to go pretty big on this tee shot with a flip up driver. And that is probably going to cost him any chance at the birdie.
I mean, it does favor that he went right. If he has an open
Sure.
look, maybe a flex forehand
Yep.
could get you a jump putt, Jones.
Yeah, a superhero effort can get him a look.
Oh, there was the hyzer behind it too. I forgot about that.
Superhuman effort could get him a look.
Yeah.
Eagle, perfect drive. Calvin, maybe even perfecter.
Oh, there's a roller possibility.
A superhuman effort could give Kevin Jones a look. This is looking to be right there by Eagle and Calvin. Yeah, right there at the corner. That's a very common collection area. Forehand, most likely coming for all three players.
Toast.
Yeah.
Toast from there.
Does he beat the corner? Yes. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's possible. Kevin Jones likes to throw in on this course some little backhand Anheuser action. We could see some fireworks. You just draw the hole up to look like that. And then once again, Väinö, just for the entertainment value, not delivering what we want here. Just parking shots, fun for him, I suppose.
Stress-free for sure.
Yeah. Eagle, parking, bullseye. Calvin, parking, maybe going in. Oh, there we go. C1X stats coming up.
The bullseye really should be bigger. No, I'm kidding.
If it's inside the bullseye, we pick it up and we move to the next hole.
How many bullsies have you missed in your career?
Why you put me on the spot, bro?
I'm just asking. I'll answer too.
I'll say this. Have I written my name down on a CTP and not taken a birdie? Sure. Sure have.
Did you accept the CTP?
I did it without concern. With no guilt.
It's fine.
You just write your name down, you miss the putt, and you just scratch your name right out afterwards. I don't deserve this.
In my AM days, I remember one of the shortest holes on our course had the CTP, and I got it. And then I took a 7.
On hole 12. Well, you're going to have to tell me a story after we're done recording this one, buddy. Hole 12 is a bombs away par 4, 655 feet. Just avoid that tree on the left and the gap trees on the right side and just throw it as far up this hill as you can. Eagle's probably looking to drop in a 2. I will not be surprised if we do see someone get a look for 2 on this hole at some point. Maybe this weekend, just maybe in the next coming years. But it's within range for these players.
I mean, if we can get AB on the card, I heard he went 100 deep. Flexing through there.
Somebody said that AB is like giving a kid a machine gun. And I don't even know what that means. But
I get it.
But I love it. Eagle just ripping his drive way up the hill. I don't know, but it was the quote of the day yesterday.
It's good.
Calvin matching Eagle's effort. Big time drive. Väinö hitting the gap perfectly. It's just not enough wind to make this course challenging for these guys right now. Something tells me this thing's got some flip up turn nature to it. Oh, Kevin challenging the tree. You gotta miss. Oh, that's gonna be OB.
That was a center on the tree too.
Yeah, and unfortunately, his left side of the tree, that's the direct angle to the pin. He's taking it directly at the OB line, which is going to give him this open high line. This is a good looking effort from down there.
It's just those shots never stop.
Oh gosh, couldn't be closer. Great effort, not going to be rewarded. Now, this tee shot always leaves you with a blind approach. You really have to trust your spot in the distance. And look at Väinö once again, bullseye. How many has he had this round?
There's no chance he doesn't lead the field in bullseyes.
I mean, no kidding. He is just...
And parked, I guess, is...
parked.
Is a stat.
Calvin overturned. No, almost. Pushing that one. With the Rhino, he's got himself another bullseye.
I think that Calvin played the hole perfectly. The sidearm has a chance to get up and roll.
Sure, yeah.
Calvin's lands so soft with that Anheuser, no chance.
They can't do anything else. You're right. Yeah, if you've got it, that's the best way to play the hole. Eagle looks so smooth right now, and the greens has not looked one bit concerned about any of his releases. They're coming out smooth, clean. Kevin's going to take the first bogey of the round here on our feature group.
With these fields, like, you're not going to see a lot of people missing any putts. Like, you're just not going to see it.
You don't have the opportunity to. Like, I feel like
it's so calm.
2013 it kind of felt like when you were playing amateur, like if you made a mistake, you're like, man, it's okay. It's disc golf. People make mistakes. Don't feel like I relate to that feeling anymore. You just have to be on it. I think.
Look at that. Look at those scores. 9, 8, 8, 5.
Yeah. And look, the leaderboard is almost getting filled up with 11s now. I think Calvin compared disc golf to more like bowling in a way where it's like more of a representation of how perfect you can be. And we're seeing a lot of perfection right now in this card, in this round, and this field of disc golfers. Hole 13, uphill par 3s, 363 feet. It's got to have a little bit nose up. Oh, Eagle going to go the left straight route.
Well.
And one straight down. Surprising. It's a pretty wide open hyzer. The problem is when you skip up, you tend to roll right back down the hill. So to mitigate that, Calvin and Eagle are trying to go the straight route. And that's the result that you're looking for.
I think I'm going to be doing that from now on. What Eagle did.
But I know a little bit too wide, yeah.
It's just tight. And the way that the tee pad is, you have to run up, kind of hop up on it.
Yes.
And it takes away a little bit of the power. For me, anyway.
The gap Kevin going incredibly tight and low, that used to be very much like the shot shape when there was a low-hanging limb on the hyzer route. But the route that Eagle and Calvin went is also a viable forehand option.
Yeah. It's pretty big gap nowadays. It's so many people going through there and knocking some stuff down.
Mm-hmm. It's still pretty icky. I feel like I want to...
There's a good save. His forehand's been working.
And once again, no CONX stats for Väinö.
Crazy boy.
Who?
Väinö.
Yeah. Oh. You call me Clowny Boy in our practice round?
Yeah. That was a
nice... Call me Clowny Boy, and then Niklas did his impersonation of my run-up. Like, I got full on toasted by our Finnish guests. I appreciate it. I love every minute of it. Great birdie for Calvin. Pars for the other three. Good scramble
Kevin
for Eagle.
There to save you.
Kevin to save me.
From the bullying.
Oh, nice. Good callback. Well done. Eagle McMahon and Calvin now to 9 under. Väinö right behind them at 8. Kevin stalling out for the last 3 holes after that really hot run he had to get to 6 under. Now he's at 5, and we are on to one of my favorite holes on tour, scary hole 14. Paul, what is the play here?
Well, today it's whatever your best shot is for the day. Like if you're throwing hyzer flip late turns really well, throw that here because there's no wind. The shot you throw, if you can control it, it's going down there. It is far, but these guys don't really care about distance.
The distance isn't an issue at 520.
And so, yeah, just throw your best shot, which Calvin's going kind of right at it with a little turn.
Yeah, this could be in danger if you're a normal human.
I don't think.
Yeah, that fought through the right side, but that early right side is OB if you catch early limbs, and that's the danger of this hole. That OB area down at the bottom of the hill has been lengthened as well.
See what I mean? They're just taking their straightest disc.
Jeez,
and
this is going to be
2
pinned.
feet.
That's going to be pinned. Oh! Oh, no, he's got to make an 18-footer. That's just so good, though. Unfortunate to not have a tap-in, but
see what I mean? It's just it makes it look so easy because it is. It's like wide open.
Yeah,
and
for certain people in the world, yeah, I would imagine this might feel easy. Step up on this tee pad. And
look at the breeze. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of influence of wind. Väinö, as long as it stays up, it should be fine. Oh, it's better than fine. It's really good.
We caught like a little root or something.
It probably kicked him to a more open putt at the edge of the circle.
Yeah. Look at this corkscrew.
That is so fun to watch that shape. It'll be an obstructed putt for Kev. Calvin, no choice but to lay up. That'll be a par. It's been a long time since Väinö putted. See if he can remember how to do it. Just a little bit right side there. Good height, though. Oh, he loved it out of his hand. Just got there too fast. Väinö in for the par. And that's actually like the first legitimate putt from circle 1 that I can even remember for Väinö at this point.
Was he in the circle on his
I think he was just out. Okay. Just barely out. Eagle McMahon, what a birdie here on 14. I don't care how calm the wind is. This is always a difficult hole. Third hardest hole in the day. 3.12 average, but it's pretty impressive to see 13 other players also picking up the birdie. Just feels good to see a disc fly that true for that long. Moving on as we're going to take a quick little look here into our leaderboard. Yep. Gossage still holding strong at 12 under.
Just a bunch of people there, though. It's going to be another stacked leaderboard at the end of this to where it's like within 1 stroke. There's 83 people, and then there's Paul and Jerm, 90 strokes back.
Down 48th place. 2.22 average. This might be the lowest score average I've ever seen on the hole in the Pro Tour. There's been some pretty low ones, but this might be the most must-get hole we've really ever had.
Really? What about what is it?
Hole 6 at Fox Run?
Yep.
2.3 is like the lowest it ever has gotten.
Toughy.
Eagle is going to have a really challenging putt from 16 feet. Calvin, this could run. It does. Oh, that's a bad break.
You don't really want to be coming in like that, though.
Yeah, I mean, you do realize that is certainly possibility.
If he misses that, he's still pretty far, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. That had some steep hyzer on it. I've seen a lot of shots come in steep hyzers that just check.
There's a slope there.
Yeah, for sure. Low hyzer. This is really
yeah.
good. Just hitting that right side embankment.
You don't really want, like, that plays like a 25, 30 foot tough putt, you know, where Kevin is. He's going to make it look easy, but he's probably not going to feel like it's easy, especially this one.
No,
this
one
is plays
every
far.
bit of 27 feet. And the two players on our card who are playing the best have missed the easiest hole on tour.
See, this is just like, to me, that's so hard from there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like something you don't practice a lot, too. It's a different angle of release point.
I think it's one of the things that really separates pro disc golfers is their ability to be adaptable and make putts that you never really practiced before, or make shots you've never practiced before, using the creativity of the stabilities in their bag and making all sorts of shots look routine. Calvin in for the par, and that's the first hole. No, I guess the last two holes he hasn't hit metal for birdie. So what happened to Calvin Heimburg? Jeez. Washed up.
Weird looking putt. If you just took away the putter and you just showed that to somebody who's never seen disc golf, that'd be hilarious.
You know what? Calvin did indeed hit metal on that hole. It's just for the first shot, not the second one.
Good point.
Yep. Hole 16, very eagleable par 5, 855 feet. The play, if you're playing for the eagle, is to get down this fairway far and move left. Going left opens up the hyzer. But yeah.
Is that what you do? Go left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a little bit of flex or just, excuse me, a hyzer flip out of Väinö's hand. This is moving right where you want to. Don't be behind that tree. Okay. Is it left enough? I think.
And then how far is the spike hyzer in?
400.
400 foot spike hyzer? That's far, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be a spike. It could just be a gentle hyzer, but like you also have the play to go over the top of the trees, and you have as much space as you want behind the pin. You just can't go left.
Gotcha.
Eagle going incredibly wide, and he's not going to go for the left play. He's just going to go for the look at me how far I can throw play. And that's going to be a tricky shot.
It's like he stalled it out on accident and went too far. That was so weird. Like he threw it so hard on accident that it went so far.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Calvin and Väinö are both in a great spot there. Kevin having to lay up, which is not a bad option. It's just very fast once you get down here. Does it have? No, it just got to be quick. You got to put the brakes so fast right there. And Calvin going the high hyzer, playing it deep. Oh my goodness, almost hitting catch cam Josh here. He's got, well, that's what he's got left. Tell me if you're making that putt. Eagle getting aggressive, steep anhyzer with an overstable flex. Where is this going to finish?
Deep.
Watch out, crowd. Most likely a layup from there. That's a long way down the hill, but a good shot to be up past the green into. If this crashes through the trees, it could be really good. Oh, way long as well.
That guy likes it.
Now Kevin from the drop zone to save the par.
Very good.
Great touch.
One of these guys will pick him up so that it won't be eagle. Anybody running it?
I think Calvin, he hasn't laid anything up.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think Vine. Oh man, I think Vino's going to lay this one up as well. Yeah.
Well,
It counts as another bullseye hit.
And nobody's picking up Kevin for missing it. Yeah, he's got to run this just outside the circle. Jeez Louise.
So good.
Yeah, this is a good slow-mo. Not a lot of flutter there.
I'm going to tell you a stat here.
Okay.
There were more eagles on 16 than there were birdies on hole 14. And more birdies than were on hole 5. And nearly as many birdies as 5 and 14 combined. There were
What about 2 or 1?
15 eagles. Well, I don't know. That's a long way back, Paul. Ew, 39 birdies on hole 1. Wow. That's a ton. Eagle 4, Calvin, brings him to a tie with Eagle on this card at 11 under, and now their names are featured on our leaderboard.
Hole 17, par 4, 660. Up the hill, down the hill. That really doesn't play a factor for these guys. They're going to be throwing something on a little bit of Anheuser. Miss that tree on the right, and then just goes full sendies. Get down this hill. The tricky part's the upshot. There's low hanging limbs. You really want to just slide it up short, try to scoot it right up in the circle. Really
Tricky approach. It really, no matter how good your drive is, it's going to require.
You can go out of bounds left. I didn't
for sure.
Say that's a big time factor, and why we're turning it over is because of the out of bounds on the left. So
Calvin pushing that right side as much as one feels comfortable doing. So that's just so good. At no point was that in any danger, really, of being anywhere else. Väinö, this is going to be pushing that OB long. Fortunately, there are a lot of bushes here, and the fence catches his shot and keeps him inbounds. But it is a pretty thick wall of brush along that OB line that oftentimes helps the player stay in bounds. I love this line from Eagle. Oh, boy.
How is it going faster?
Oh, my God. That is so good. I've only seen a few drives in that high grass, and that usually indicates that somebody did something special. Eagle just screaming through the fairway.
Oh, no. Worm burner.
Disc golf cliches 101. We can have a fun time in the comments if you guys want. Leave your favorite disc golf cliche in the comments. Väinö, didn't like it out of his hand. Just looking to put that on the slightest influence of Anheuser to kind of match the slope of the hill. And oftentimes you'll get that Anheuser skip towards the pin. Look how Calvin does this with the Rhino on the hillside to slide up, not as close as he'd like, but inside the circle nonetheless.
I like the way you said that. A little influence of Anheuser. That sounded great.
Thanks. Oh, Kevin Jones, man. The lowest hanging limb, something you can't even really account for. Blind. The shot was coming in nice. He had a pretty good look at saving the par, and now he's got a long jump putt to save the 4. Eagle would like to be closer, but still fine.
It's weird because you need to land it short as Väinö lays it up. Yeah, that was a little go.
Yeah, definitely.
Why did I say you're a commentator?
Kevin Jones working hard. Wow.
We don't say
No, try not to say the ums.
Okay. So the upshot, it's hard because if you don't slide it up, going deep is even worse because you can roll down there and it's very obstructive.
So fast.
We've seen Calvin down there a few times having to make really tough putts down the stretch of the turn.
Calvin likes to, he just likes to birdie in general.
Yeah.
But this hole specifically, I feel like he hits this hole at an extremely high clip. When a drive is so good that your 22-foot birdie look feels like you kind of screwed your approach up, that's like talking about Eagle McMahon.
Yeah.
And not many other people, because that drive was so good.
Right. Yeah. Anybody would be just stoked to be where he was
After two.
Yeah.
Right. Continuing the trend of these guys being good, these guys are good. Yeah, but also continuing the trend of the last hole on the course being the hardest hole on the course. Yeah. Once again, Jonesboro bringing the heat here on hole 18. 818 foot. 4.45 average. The play is to just rip one down this gap or go the big hyzer. We've seen Calvin get up near that 250 stake before, just going down the middle, which is bananas. But he seems to like to do that. From there, they've brought this OB in very tight on the right side for the approach. So it is a very scary hole from tee to green.
Yeah, it's also tougher, like you mentioned earlier, that the limbs are kind of growing in. This is just smoked. Jesus. But you gotta be, even that's gotta be careful, because if you notice left, they also pulled the OB off the fence line this year.
Okay.
So it's a lot tighter on the left side. So a shot like that, previous years,
you had a little bit more leeway.
More room.
Yeah. Oh, and Eagle is indeed going to be going with the high hyzer. I'm not really gifted with enough words to really quantify how good that shot from Calvin was, but you saw it. So I think you could probably do the math. That was insanely good. Eagle going the hyzer route. That's the gap you're trying to hit.
I was listening to the live yesterday, and since Sexton's not here in the booth, I'll just say what he said.
Okay.
He said if disc golf holes had fathers, Calvin would be the daddy of 18 here at Jonesboro. So I'll steal that.
That's a great call.
Yeah, that's a good call from
That was a
from
great
me.
call. Yeah, we've seen that drive from Calvin like an annoyingly high amount of times. Kevin flexing the forehand. This can find its way down the fairway. The problem is getting into that cluster of trees, and he's avoided that. Väinö is going to be in a situation where if he saves par here, that would be incredible. He's not going to be saving par. That's 400 feet to the pin, and he's got a lot of work left.
Yeah, he's in danger of a duh. Well, this is very smart of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Kevin Jones, how aggressive is he going to get? Trying to flip up the inside driver. Such a messy line over here to the right side. Eagle sliding around it easily.
Also a little hyzer. Oh, boy, that looks short for a
Why
little bit.
is that so slow and so incredibly fast at the same time?
Did he throw a putter?
That had to be a mid, the way that thing was flying. And Calvin's just got... That stake there is actually kind of annoyingly in his way. But he avoids it with the Rhino.
A Rhino approach every
Paul.
year.
I know. It's actually sickening.
It's important for Väinö to get up and down here. If he can get up and down.
That's a good scramble for the bogey.
Very good scramble.
9 under, solid start. Yeah. I mean, he's going to be in 40th place. No, he's going to probably be
20th.
Around 20th, yeah.
Yep.
9 under is a great score. Unfortunate to finish with the bogey, but I mean, that's like the cool thing to do on this hole.
That, like, this is like a local par 3 double score that these guys are doing by themselves.
Well, Calvin gets it over the rim. He's now
13 wins every doubles league in America. You know what I mean?
Oh, 13 would crush at doubles out here for sure.
That's crazy.
If the two best players in your local club got paired together, they might shoot 12 under.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 13 unders, and we have 2 of the only 5 birdies on the day on this hole.
Wow.
Right here. They made it look so easy that you would think that maybe that's something that more people would do.
Well, because they had such short upshots, like you don't get, and what's really impressive is Eagle did it with the hyzer play, which is you gotta just absolutely boot the disc.
Aaron Gossage made his putt from 60. Everyone else was only 15 feet for their birdies. So pretty impressive, but look at this card. We've got Gossage, who's 12 under, held hot the whole day until these greedy birdie getters, these hungry hippos, Eagle and Calvin, decided to just finish out with some birds of their own. They're at 13. James Proctor, a little bit of a disappointing finish for him in the major last week, but everything else this season has just been trending upwards, and another amazing round and another appearance here on Jomez on our round 2 lead card. Looking down, these scores are just like you'd imagine. One stroke is the difference between 12 to 15 placement spots here on the leaderboard. It's another tight event here.
9 under was 19th place, tied for 19th.
That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Great scoring from round 1, as to be expected. We have another great round coming to you tomorrow. Round 2, moving day here in Jonesboro, Arkansas, coming your way tomorrow.